What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy T coming to y'all with yet another video, man. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all smash the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see me react to. I do reactions every... Ooh, excuse me. I do reactions every single day, so make sure y'all leave a thumbs up and make sure y'all comment. That's crucial, so I know what you guys want to see as my family and as my friends and as we're growing. You know what I'm saying? Because we are growing every single day. Believe it or not, we do get more growth every day. So like I said, make sure y'all smash the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and comment down below what you guys would like to see. Today I'm about to get into why cops won't help you when you're getting stabbed. This video has about 3 million views now. It's going kind of viral. Well, it is going viral. And I think it'll be pretty good. It looks like an anime, but I'm not sure if it is. So let's jump right into the video, man, as soon as this ad is over.
This is MMA fighter Forrest Griffin. Forrest is participating in some...
If you've ever been on the internet, I mean, you're here right now, you probably wound up in the comments section of at least one article about a mass shooting, some other kind of killing spree, and seen dozens of assholes make comments like,
"Oh, don't do this to me now, bye-bye."
Dude, if I was there, I would have totally stopped that guy. I totally know Kung Fu, and I'd just like knock the weapon out of his hand and then break his neck with a spin kick, and then my mom would finally love me.
My name is Joe Lazito, and one day in 2011, my morning commute was interrupted by the tail end of a 28-hour-long stabbing spree. The reason that spree ended is because I stopped it, and I learned. The stabber, Maxim Gelman, was already famous across the city. I didn't know any of that though, because I'd gotten up too early to catch the paper. So when an obviously high person staggered crazily into the train, I just kind of figured morning in New York, you know? That creepy guy, who I'd later learn was Gelman, started banging on the door of the engineer's compartment.
Let me in.
I was sitting right by the door. The only thing separating the engineer and myself was a wall. It turned out there were 2 cops on the other side of the door, lying in wait in case Gelman hopped on this train. I found out later they'd recognized him, but they didn't charge out to stop him. Instead, they asked him a polite question.
Who are you?
I'm the police.
You're not the police.
You'd expect 2 armed cops to, I don't know, maybe do something about a wanted fugitive spree killer that they...
That is some dumb stuff, and cops will be the one. Is your name, what is his name? McKism? Are you McKism? Like, bro, he gonna run and he's gonna do something violent, dog. Cops, man, I swear sometimes.
They were on the train specifically to arrest, but they stayed put. So Gelman walked up to me, whipped out an 8-inch knife and told me,
You're going to die.
Then he stabbed me. I was in the sort of situation every man thinks about at least twice a day. Suddenly thrust into a life or death situation.
Listen here, bro. If I'm on the subway or the trolley or whatever it is, and a dude come on looking crazy, one, I'm getting off before the door is closed, you know what I'm saying? If not, I'm going all the way to the end of the train. Then he talking about the dude came back and stabbed me. Bro, one, that bro about to get folded, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna have to really see me. If he said, you're gonna die. Unless it was really fast, I can understand that. But, bro, come on, dog. Then, if I got stabbed, the first thing that's going through my mind is my son and if I'm gonna die, you know what I'm saying? So, either way it goes, you know what I'm saying, there's no winning to that day. And I feel bad for this man because we got McKism and we got 2 dumb cops in the front of the train.
That required me to become a badass. Unfortunately, I had no badass training, but I have watched a lot of MMA, and when he brought back his arm to stab me again, I decided to dive in for a single leg takedown. It should have looked like this. But in reality, I shot in too high and wound up tackling him by the waist, rather than getting him in the leg. So he stabbed me repeatedly in the skull. The good news for you armchair badasses is that you can have no idea what you're doing but still succeed on dumb luck and balls. I outweighed Gelman by a lot, so he went down despite the power of a knife on his side. So we're both on the ground, I'm on top, and he's still got his stabbing machine in hand. I tried to grab his right hand, which held the knife, with my left, but I missed, and he sliced me good in the thumb. I tried to catch him a second time and failed, so he slashed me again in my left tricep. My third grab was a chom though. I caught his hand and slammed it into the ground. He dropped the knife. Once I had him pinned and was, dying of blood loss, the cops decided it was safe enough to arrest Gelman. Next thing I remember is a cop tapping me on the shoulder. You can get up now, we got him. I thought that was being charitable, but at the time I didn't exactly feel argumentative. There was no pain yet, just this warm feeling from the blood gushing out of me. It was like standing in the shower with warm water spraying the top of your head and flowing down the back of your neck. And again, when you'd expect the police to jump to my aid, they didn't. None of them even touched me. The only guy to render aid was another passenger, Alfred Douglas, aka Napkin Man, because he staunched my bleeding injuries with napkins. I think Napkin Man probably saved my life, but at this point I'd been stabbed roughly all the times a person can be stabbed while remaining conscious. And so I passed out. When I eventually came to in the hospital, it was kind of frustrating to realize that none of the early coverage mentioned me or Napkin Man. The police gave all the credit to the two officers who'd been in the subway train with me, only neither of them actually even left the booth until I disarmed Gelman. During the grand jury hearing, one of the cops testified, "I started to come out, I opened the door, but I thought Gelman had a gun, so I closed the door and stayed inside." I can see how in a stressful situation you might mistake a knife for a gun, but also that kind of makes it more infuriating. If you, Mr. Cop A. Policington, thinks this insane, drug-addled murderer has a gun, and he's sitting on a train bound for Times Square, don't you want to stop him at all costs? So yeah, I decided to sue the NYPD. The first case I brought got dropped, so I acted as my own lawyer for the second case and finally made it to a judge. The judge said,
Mr. Lozito's version of the story sounds highly credible, and his version of events rings true.
but I still lost the case. Here's how that was justified in its original legalese.
No direct promises of protection were made to Mr. Lozito, nor were there direct actions taken to protect Mr. Lozito prior to the attack.
Okay, so to everybody out there, if you got a speeding ticket, if you have any kind of tickets, or if anything like this tends to happen inside of your life, always remember the cops are always in the favor of the judge. They all work as one. They all work for the city. They're all going to try to make sure the city remains looking good, whether you die or not. The system really doesn't care about who you are unless somehow you're doing something to benefit them or bring them more money to the city, which means they all get money and it branches down. Okay? So I really respect this man because it looks like he's going to keep going until they listen to what's going on and really get it. I pray that those two cops that they really lost their job. The video's not over. I still got to finish it. But this is really heartbreaking, the fact that you see people are getting paid a salary to risk their life, right? That's what they sign up to do. That's what they go to the training to do. That's what they go through everything to do. The cops have bulletproof vests and everything on their person. So why would you let a pedestrian get stabbed instead of getting out and doing something? Worst case where she's going to run on a closed door train. Somebody might get stabbed one time, but cops have guns. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot faster than a knife. So regardless if you had a gun or not, you should have got out there and did your job. That's what you get paid for. Not half-ass it for somebody else to die just because you got to go home to family. Because honestly, all of us have to go home to families. It's just we didn't sign up to risk our life. You did, and now you can't even do that. Anyway, back to the video, man.
Therefore, a special duty did not exist.
It turns out there was a major piece of legal precedent in...
Come on, what you just said, a legal duty was not in to resist or whatever. Yes, it was. You had two cops standing there. The two cops should have been doing their duties. That's their duties, to make sure that the citizens of the state are safe. They didn't do that, and they knew who it was already. You know what I'm saying?
my way. In 2005, the Supreme Court ruled on Castle Rock v. Gonzalez. In that case, a woman sued the Castle Rock PD after they failed to respond when she complained that her estranged husband had violated a protective order and abducted their kids. He eventually murdered them. The Supreme Court ruled in the police department's favor. It turns out it's literally not their job to protect people. So to the internet badasses who are about to comment on this video and claim they'd totally nailed the takedown, you should make a note of a few things. First, my insurance had me in and out of the hospital in 2 days. And the hospital didn't give me any AIDS or hepatitis tests after I'd been stabbed with a knife that had stabbed other people. Apparently that's not medically necessary. Second, if you ever get the chance to confront a dangerous armed madman, don't trust in the police having your back. Don't expect to get the credit. And hope like hell there's another napkin man waiting in the wings to help you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching whatever that video is.
Alright, you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that video. I think it's complete BS. Pretty much that explains the title. Why the cops won't help you when you're getting stabbed is because they're not in lecture to rule that. Because if you die or somebody else died, then it's going to look bad on their favor. And that's just wild to me, man. The fact that you get paid for this. That's why when people say... Like, think about all those shootings and stuff that we had going on. The cop's only going to shoot to kill if that person's coming for them And I don't even know how to really like go back and forth with this, because it's really sad the fact that you got an innocent man, has a family and stuff at home. All he was trying to do was go to work on a regular Monday. He has to be more of a boss, or he has to be more of a protector of the citizens than the cops do. And if this video doesn't do anything, it should make you more aware of your citizens. Maybe you shouldn't be, you know, a dickhead to everybody around you. Maybe you should humble yourself a little bit more, because you never know what can happen. And that same person that might take your life, that other person might save your life from being took. So anyway, man, if y'all like the video, make sure y'all smash the subscribe button, leave a thumbs up, and comment down below what else you guys would like to see. If they have any more videos like this, please spam me in my comment section. Please go on all social medias and spam me in my DMs so I can react to more stuff like this, because I really like it, because I feel like, I don't know, I just really like reacting to stuff like this, man. So anyway, I love you guys. This is going to be it for tonight. So like I said, make sure y'all smash the subscribe button, join the family, because we're growing fast, man. Good night.